Now, at any time of year, we may be facing some of the challenges that are poor lies and ground conditions, weather. Anytime the weather changes, then we've got to look at the ground conditions and whether or not they are dictating our shot in a different way to what we normally do. It's Andy Gorman, the pass, the putting and short game specialist, bringing to you today the opportunity to understand exactly what we're looking to do with our short pitch shots and where we need to deliver the club from at the end of the backswing through to the end of the follow through. As you can see, I have two sticks down on the ground. They are running parallel to each other, even though the camera may not look like it. But this one down the line here, I'm going to set on my toe line, and then I'm going to make backswing movements where I will try to position the left arm and club over the top of that white line. Now, as I bring the golf club back down and through, I'm trying to keep my body turning. I don't want the golf club to flip through my hands. I want to be able to turn all the way through the shot and maintain a straight left arm and club. As I exit the swing, the club then will lay over the top of the yellow stick. So ultimately what we're doing here is getting ourselves in a position where we can deliver the golf club down the line towards the target in a straight line. Now, you might think that if the sticks are offset, we can't possibly swing in a straight line. However, what I do see, and I'm going to say 99% of the time, because it's close to 100, is an awful lot of in to out movement in short shots. This is why you are struggling. Golf swings move in straight lines. So if you swing the golf club behind you, a little bit like you might be taught to do with your full swings, albeit you might be this way and then that way, you're grounding the club out behind the golf ball. Your straight line swing is coming in from here, not here. So what we're looking for is a movement of the golf club. With wedges, what we're looking for is a movement of the club that is swinging the path of the club towards the given target. It's not so much about the club face. That's down to driver and putter, where we have more loft, less loft on the club. But when we have loft, it's all about the delivery of the club. So essentially, club over the top of my toes, left arm and club, lead arm, is in a straight line over the top of the white stick, and then as I swing through, by turning my body, maintaining movement of the right shoulder, because the left shoulder has got out the way, a little bit like we did with the chip shots, we'll be able to make a decent contact on the shot, sending the golf ball in to the green, nice and low. It's a pitch and run shot, by the way. Pitching to stop will be elevated. It's a slightly different release. But essentially from here, all we're doing is turning the body. I've got around about 65% of my weight on the lead foot. I can get my trail leg off the ground. If I tried to lift the front foot, it's not happening. If I did, I'm going to collapse. So that's when you know you've got good weight distribution, good weight control over your shots. As I'm swinging back, I'm not trying to set my wrists. They may be soft, but they're not setting. That'll be pitching, different shot altogether. This pitch and run, okay, what we're looking for here is a movement of a chest rotation, lead arm and club in a straight line. If I do this well, the club won't get behind me. So all we're doing is swinging the golf club back over the top of my toes, down into the back of the ball, keep the chest moving, deliver the club into the back of the ball, shoulder, left arm and club, all in a straight line over the left stick. Back and through. Decent contact, decent flight, and that I can then start to hone in a little bit more onto the target. So that's essentially all we're doing on the movement. Back over the top of the toes, back through. without allowing the body to stop, which would then cause the swinging weight of the club to release the club past the hands before we've made contact with it. So that's all we're doing, so delivering the golf club in effect through the handle. Very similar to chipping, very similar to putting, back and through. Really spinny contact there. That's fine. You know, I'm not looking to perfect the shot out here at this stage. I'm just working the club back and through, over the top of my toes. Turning my chest, not move the club with my hands. My chest has moved. My left shoulder has moved over my toes, moved towards my chin, and then through. There we go, nice strike, elevation. Now I'm not worried about the ground conditions affecting the shot. I'm hitting shots, allowing the club to connect with the golf ball, back and through. There we go. It's maybe a groove lower down than the last shot, but these are fine. Look, we're not about perfecting the shot at this stage. We're perfecting the movement, or just attempting to perfect that movement. Get a feel for it. There we go. That's the shot that I'm looking for. If I happen to hit a good shot, then I'm going to be excited. Why not? Doesn't happen that often, even to the best golfers in the world, by the way, although they'll get it close to the flag very often. So it's back. Oh, a little heavy. That's okay. Didn't quite keep my chest moving through. Nothing wrong with that. At this stage, it's on the practice ground, not on the golf course, of course. So it's back and through. Just keep the chest moving. Back, over the top of the toe. A little bit straighter there, that will work. Down and through. There we go, nice strike. Slightly closed club face. Now, if you do find yourself pulling chip shots and pitch shots, you're doing it with the club face. The club face is closed. You're not going to be doing it with the path of the club. It might, but it's one of the reasons why you see the better players, the better wedge players, are going to play with a slightly open club face. They can then close the club face down a little excessively, and the face will not be closed, will not be sending the golf ball off to the left-hand side. You will send the golf ball where you swing it. So if we give it a little bit of this, it'll go to the right. It doesn't matter whether the club face is closed either. All right, you'll probably hit the ground before you hit the golf ball. You'll probably find that you're blading the golf ball across the green. You may even catch it out the heel of the club. There's a few of the clues as to why you might be hitting some errant shots. But essentially from here, all we're working to do, weight in my front foot. Notice that my sternum's just in front of the golf ball, so the ball's fairly central. Over the top of the toes, back down and through, and I'm going to say that one's pretty close to perfect. So that's what we're working towards, okay? We're working towards the ability to be able to connect with the golf ball with the movement of the club through the shot. Over the toes, down and through, very close to perfect again. Lead arm and club over the top of the yellow stick and the shot heading towards the target. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you'd liked any help with your putting and short game, feel free to contact me in the details below. I'll have a look at you for free. You never know, it might be all you need. Andy Gorman-ThePASS, the putting and short game specialist, bringing you a few tips and ideas that may help you with your short shots around the greens. Thanks for watching. See you soon.